Hi, welcome to the midweek energy check-in readings. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time being here, I'll just give you a quick explanation of what we're going to do. It's going to be a 4-card spread. It's going to be your past, your present, your future energy and what they'd like you to embrace more of. It's all going to be time-stamped in the description box below. You'll see a blue number next to your zodiac sign, and whatever other sign you'd like to look at as many possible if you wish. And yeah, let's crack on, and that'll be your sign to press on. So first of all, let's just shuffle up. We're using the Unfolding Path tarot deck. Let's crack on with this. Okay, so we are going to timestamp Aries on 0045. Welcome, Aries, to your midweek energy check-in. I'm absolutely loving doing these for everybody, so thank you for the support. So 4-card spread as usual, your past, your present, your future energy, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. We are going to then pull a daily crystal card for you. So first of all, we have your past energy. We have the Page of Pentacles. Your present energy, another page, is the Page of Swords. And the Ace of Cups is what your future energy is. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Four of Cups. Okay, so Page of Pentacles, very studious energy, the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles represent our finances, our material resources, our tangible assets, if you like, everyday life, quite, grounded energy this is. But this is saying that there's something that you needed to get on with, that you committed to thinking, right, okay, let's get this sorted out. Let's improve the finances. I don't know if you were changing your job and then that committed you to learning new skills for it. But it's something about that, something about you needing to improve something, maybe on a refresher course, but taking practical steps and committing to something. Now, the Page of Swords is your present energy. Again, I just feel like you're still researching about this new entity, perhaps with this Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Swords is the investigator of the deck, and this is like finding out information. Also about looking and observing other people. So again, a bit of a research going on here. Now, the Ace of Cups is what the energy you're coming into. This is lovely. Perhaps this is to do with relationships and friendships, but this is something, a new relationship or friendship coming in, or you being open to it, opening your heart chakra to even something that's a job that you love. But you've done the work here in the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, looking at something quite factual as well with this Page of Swords. Now, the Four of Cups is what they want you to embrace more of. The Four of Cups, you can see, he looks pretty fed up there, doesn't he? In fact, Aries, don't you always get the Four of Cups? I'm sure you do. But embracing more of what? I mean, I would say with this card, opening up a little bit more. Having said that, you've got the Ace of Cups coming in here. And I think that is what you're doing. You are subconsciously opening up a little bit more. You're getting there day by day. You've got a cup coming in here too, look, which is your Ace of Cups here. So they're embracing more of, I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing. You're clearly opening up a little bit more. Maybe with this card also, because what he is looking at is he's looking at things that didn't work out. Perhaps they're encouraging you to do that, Perhaps they are, rather than thinking, oh, it's fine, I'll just keep plodding on. No, maybe you do need to look at what hasn't worked and why it hasn't worked. And then unfold those arms and open up. Interesting. Right, let's see. With a daily crystal card, what's the final message for Aries? It says, take action, with red jasper. So if you're thinking about umming and ahhing over something, which could be what this is as well, take some action. Right, I hope you enjoyed that, Aries. Let's move swiftly on. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go to the next reading. Is for Taurus. Okay, quick shuffle, and then we're going to timestamp for Taurus. Timestamp for Taurus at, let's make sure they're going the right way. They are. Right, what are we going to do that at? We're going to do that at 4:49. So welcome, Taurus, to your midweek energy check-in. It's going to be the usual 4-card spread, your past, your present, your future energy, what they'd like you to embrace more of, and then we're going to pop a daily crystal in again. Let's have a look. Please and thank you for Taurus. So, your past energy, Taurus, is the Devil. Your present energy is the Two of Swords. Your future energy, oh my gosh, lovely, King of Cups. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Five of Cups. Okay, the Devil in your past. I like this because it tells me you've overcome some very toxic situations. You've removed yourself from some situations that perhaps just not serving you. You've come to a realization, and that can be friendships, relationships, it can be a job. Maybe you just felt tied to somebody out of commitment because you've just been there that long or been in that relationship that long. And you've kind of like come to a realization like, yeah, no, that is time to move on. I need to leave these behind. It can also represent that you overcome some bad habits. So well done for that. You're sitting as the Two of Swords, and I like this. It's like by facing this opens up some different pathways for you. It's like you've come into a Y in the road and you're ready to make a decision, maybe to, on what pathway to take at the moment. You're sitting, no, you're not sitting, that's what you're sitting as. Your future energy is the King of Cups. Oh, gorgeous energy. This is about you embracing people very openly, being very open and honest with your relationships and your feelings. Can also relate to a Cancer. So I don't know if some of you are, with this Two of Swords, wondering, should I go for counselling, or even a decision of, do I want to go into the role of counsellor, or somebody who's in the caring role, somebody that you can talk to, a mediator, or I don't know, somebody in that role. But yeah, lovely energy. The Five of Cups is what they want you to embrace more of. Now, the Five of Cups is loss, regret, and disappointment. Of course, they don't want you to embrace more of that. What they want you to embrace more of is, again, opening up a little bit more. With this King of Cups, that's what he does. I didn't explain entirely with him. What makes him so good is that he is obviously the king, so he's master of his suit. Relationships and friendships are related to the cups, matters of the heart. And what he's done, he's been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and that does make the best counsellors, don't you think? Whether it's in a professional role or not. But it's also about going down to the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean and then coming back up again, facing those fears and those traumatic times, but coming out of it very stable and emotionally stable. Again, with that Devil energy, you could have been doing some shadow or mirror work. Love that for you, Taurus. That is so good. Now, with that Five of Cups, what they want you to embrace more of is looking at, what's really working for you at the moment, and not focusing on what hasn't worked in the past. What is your daily crystal card, please, and thank you for Taurus, to finish the reading? What do we have? We have black kyanite. Set strong boundaries. Oh, wow. Now, that could have been an issue with your Devil card. When we get drawn into things, don't we? We can't say no. And then, yeah, the Devil can certainly draw you in. So set strong boundaries, Taurus. Well done. Great reading. Thank you for being here. Right, we're going to move swiftly on to, it's Gemini. Of course, it's Gemini. Right, let's just do a mic check. We're good. I've had some really bad problems with mics. Anyway, let's get on with the Gemini energy check-in, please, and thank you. Ooh, we'll take that. No, we won't, because I haven't actually started the timestamp. Okay, if they come out again, they're meant to. So Gemini, oh my gosh, what is going on with you? You are chomping at the bit. Let's get on with it then. Timestamp at 9:04. That was a long one. Nope. Gemini, welcome. It's a bit tongue-tied there. To your midweek energy check-in. This is your past, your present, your future energies, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. And then we're going to finish with a daily crystal card. So your past energy, Gemini, is the Page of Wands. Your present energy is the Emperor. Talk about roll your sleeves up. The Page of Swords is your future energy, and what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Devil energy. The Page of Wands as your past energy. I'm trying not to move around too much because I think that affects the mic. The Page of Wands as a past energy is being very ambitious and having a curiosity about an idea and thinking, oh, Yeah, maybe I can. Really lovely energy. Love that for you, Gemini. And clearly you did, because you're sitting as the Emperor. It's like, now I really know, he's really in control. He knows exactly what he's doing. He commands, he's in control of people. As I said, he's the daddy of the deck. He's the king of the kings in the deck. So you can imagine his hierarchy, and you're sitting there very, even if you're a female, you're sitting in a very male energy, like, I don't know, really stalwart, rolled your sleeves up, got on with it kind of thing. It's a nice card though. I feel like, you feel very stable at the moment, Gemini. Really good. Love that for you. Very disciplined energy, the Emperor is. Now, the Page of Swords is what's coming up for you, your energy. This is being curious about something. Maybe there is some information coming in that you're going to have to do a little bit more homework on. But yeah, do your homework on it. Don't take it for granted, is what I'll say. Don't take other people's opinions either. Now, the Devil card is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Now, the Devil is about toxic energies. It's about things that are not serving you. It's about addictions. And of course, they don't want you to embrace more of that. They perhaps want you to embrace more of what isn't serving you. Keep doing the homework. You're clearly doing something here to clear your energies and to be in this Emperor mode. It can also represent perhaps doing a bit more mirror work. Maybe other people call it shadow work. I prefer to call it mirror. Take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Ask deep down questions that you wouldn't normally, like you would be a complete stranger asking somebody. It's really interesting what comes out of that. So let's finish on a daily crystal. So yeah, that Page of Swords coming up. Don't take somebody's word for it. Do your own research. There's a really strong message there, Gemini. We have Angel Aura quartz. It says lighten up. That's a bit rude. Light it up. Maybe your energy does feel a little bit, I don't say dark. That's not a very nice thing to say, but maybe you do feel a bit heavy at the moment. So yeah, get some Angel Aura crystals perhaps and lighten up. Anyway, have some fun, Gemini, I think is what that says in the polite manner. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you for being here, and moving swiftly on to Cancer. So Cancer, let's timestamp you at, what are we at? 12:30. So welcome, Cancer, to your midweek energy check-in. Thank you for being here. Love doing these readings for you all. Let's get on with this. This is your past, your present, your future energy, what they'd like you to embrace more of. And then we're going to finish on a daily crystal card for you. So Cancer, past energy, King of Swords. The Hanged Man is what you're feeling like at the moment. Your energy you're coming into, though, is the High Priestess. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the King of Wands. Now we're in Sagittarius season, and so Sagittarius season gives us the oomph to get stuff done. Now the King of Swords is what you are, your past energy. This is perhaps where you've had to make a decision very non-biased. You've not brought your heart into it. You've had to bring your head into it. You've been very logical and intelligent about something. You've looked at both sides perhaps of a decision, and you've made a very trustworthy, reliable decision. Now, the Hanged Man is in your energy at the moment. Whatever this is has left you leaving, I think, a little bit like, right, now I need to take a step back and really slow things down. I need to look at something from a different perspective. Maybe you're getting too embroiled in something, and you need to step outside a little bit, distance yourself, so that you can get another perspective on something, I want to say. Now, the High Priestess is in your future energy, and this is about trusting your intuition. So whatever you get from this, you make sure that you trust how you feel about it, however way that goes. What I will say about the High Priestess, also, she is they call her the holder of secrets, because she has this connection to the universe. The veil between her and the universe is very, very thin, and so she has this deep knowing also. So there could be something coming in also, that's some information that unexpected, that again, trust your intuition about it. The King of Wands is what they want you to embrace more of, and this is being maybe they want you to stop hanging around now, make a decision. There's a King of Wands is really entrepreneurial, is a go-getter, very charismatic, very confident, very spontaneous in his energy, really likes to be in control. He's the entrepreneur of the deck, like, yeah, let's get this on the road kind of thing, Cancer. So lovely. Oh, sorry, no, we haven't finished yet. Let's draw a daily crystal card for you. Let's see, what's the final message? Please and thank you for Cancer. We have rose quartz. Open up your heart, Cancer. Now, what I will say, there's no cups on the table here, so perhaps that does come into it. And maybe that's a decision that, you know, with this hanged man, it's something, a matter of the heart going on here. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates. Thanks, as always, for being here. Love the support and love I get from these readings. And we're moving on to, oh no, let's just do a quick shuffle. Sorry, getting ahead of myself there. It's because my energy in these readings is so high, I can't tell you. Honestly, it's fabulous. So, Leo, we are timestamping you at 15:51. Welcome, Leo, to your midweek energy check-in. This is for your past, your present, your future energies and what they'd like you to embrace more of, followed by a daily crystal oracle card. Right, let's get on with this for you, Leo. Your past energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Lovely. Your present energy, Two of Wands. The Page of Wands is coming up for you. And the Queen of Swords is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Right, Leo, love this. Absolutely lovely. Now, we are in Sagittarius season, and Sagittarius season does encourage us to get stuff done, you know, to get that fire in our belly. Now's the time to do it. The Wheel of Fortune is your present, your future. Let's start again. Your past energy. We got there in the end. And now something's turned in your favour. Things seem to be moving for you at last. It feels like you're actually making progress with something. But what I'll also say to that, Leo, is it's probably because of the hard work that you've put in, because in this deck especially, she has these discs above her. Now, I always liken those to the Abraham Hicks high flying discs energy. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I do encourage you to listen to her. She raises your energy, tells you how to put in a positive aspect to everything, on absolutely every aspect of life. So what I'm saying to you, Leo, is I think you've done some work here, and it's not luck, you know, it's the work that you've put in and why something's moved along for the better for you, because you've got the Two of Wands. This is now giving you the impetus, if you like, to think, oh my gosh, okay, I really can do this. Ooh, it's a big step, but I know I can do it. And she's crouched down, isn't she, just waiting for the nod. She's like a jack in the box, and then it's like, I'm going to grab this, you know. So I can liken this to perhaps, I don't know, there's a personal situation going on in our family where, you know, my daughter is about to buy a house, and, you know, and it's like, oh, any minute now, and it's a big, you know, it's going to push her outside her comfort zone. She's going to have to do her own washing. But do you see what I mean? This energy is so exciting for you, Leo. I absolutely love it. So something's on the horizon for you here. But you've got to push yourself with it. Don't, you know, it's going to test you, because you've got the Page of Wands coming up as your future energy. And it's like, ooh, this is really ambitious. This is actually, I can really do this. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to give it a go. And I'm going to be like, well, I'm not really worried if it doesn't work either, but it will work, because that's the energy you need. Now, the Queen of Swords is what they want you to embrace more of. And this is cracking on with stuff in a very assertive manner. You know, if there's something you need to say to somebody, also be a bit assertive with them. Don't let them, especially if they're a bit negative around you, just off your trot, not having that. Because the Queen of Swords, very, very assertive. She knows, she doesn't put up with piffle paffle. She just cracks on with stuff, you know, she faces things full on. Yep. Very clear cut communication with the Queen of Swords as well. So if there's a little bit of, I don't know, something between, you know, there's, what do I want to say, a bit of a grey area, you need to be clearing that up with the Queen of Swords, being in that Queen of Swords energy. Okay. And yeah, facing something full on with intelligence and assertiveness. Okay, so we've got two messages out for you, Leo. We've got adventuring, create your own luck. Can you believe that? And we have blue lace agate, find your calm. Find your calm too. What lovely cards you have, Leo. So I hope you enjoyed that. Fabulous cards. Have a great week, and I'll see you. Don't forget to check out your individual zodiac sign readings also for the week. Right, let's get on with this. Let's crack on with, who are we on to now? Leo, I think. No, we just did Leo. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Okay, quick shuffle. Virgo, that was the Four of Swords in your pre-shuffle. We'll put it back in because I haven't time-stamped you and it comes out again. It's meant to. So Four of Swords for you, Virgo. Rest, relax, repair. And we're going to timestamp Virgo at 2020. So welcome, Virgo, to your midweek energy check-in. Thank you for being here. Let's get on. This is for your past, your present, your future energies, and what they would like you to embrace more of. We are then going to finish off with a daily crystal oracle card. So please and thank you. Past energy for Virgo. King of Wands. Present energy for Virgo. Wow. The Sun card. The Seven of Swords is what's coming up for you. And the Page of Pentacles is what they want you to embrace more of. Interesting. Now, the King of Wands is what you have been in, the energy you've been in. This is lovely. This has been very entrepreneurial, very in control, ambitious, dedicated to something, but with a fire in your belly. You know, this has been top of your game as well. This is managerial. This is like being in control of a team, of a job, or, you know, of your own company. But being assertive and very positive with it and having fun. This is a lovely, lovely energy. And what I will say is we're in Sagittarius season at the moment. You're just coming out of this energy, but you're going into the sun energy. And when we're in Sagittarius season, it is the time to get stuff done. Now, the Sun card is how you're sitting at the moment. This has left you feeling very positive, vibrant. You know, life just seems really exciting at the moment. Maybe even represents you having a break and going on holiday, because the sun is literally the sun, and maybe that's where you're at now. It's like, now I need to just have a bit of a rest, relax and repair. I will say that in your pre-shuffle you've got the Four of Swords out, which is exactly that. But anyway, you're sitting in a very positive, vibrant, everything is growing energy. Love that for you. Coming up, we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is traditionally called the lying, cheating, stealing card. The energy of the Seven of Swords coming up for you. If you know there's somebody not truly have their best intentions around you, then perhaps you need to deal with it. I sometimes also represent or interpret this card into say that if you've got an idea, if you've got some plans that you're thinking of doing, you don't need to tell anybody just at the moment. Maybe there's something you're keeping close to your chest. Maybe there's and if there's a good reason for it, that doesn't matter. Then that's all good and well. But if it's not, then you know it's not the right thing to do. So it could be, I don't know. I learnt my lesson on this card when it came up before for somebody. I said, oh, it's the lying, cheating, stealing card. And this is when I was first learning tarot. And this is why it's really good to read for so many different people, because you get so many different aspects. And do you know what she said to me? She said, well, I might be actually. And I was like, oh, bit of a revelation going on here. She said, because I'm organising a surprise party for him. I was like, so you know what? This can be taken in so many different ways. But whatever, for you, Virgo, I think with the other cards here, it's about you perhaps not sharing some plans that you have just yet. You know, it's like we don't have to share everything all the time. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do, Wheel of Fortune. There's something about you moving on, but you mustn't, that's an awful thing to say, but there's a need for you to keep it to yourself at the moment. Now, the Wheel of Fortune comes when you are outgrown something and you need to move to the next stage. But whatever it is, it's fortuitous and it's very positive. The Page of Pentacles is what they want you to embrace more of. Again, with this Wheel of Fortune and that Seven of Swords, it's like you're going to have to go back and learn something again. But you are going to be, you know, maybe looking at some commitments. Are you fully committed to this? It might entail you going back and learning it, which might scare the living daylights out of you. But what they want you to embrace more of is, I think, the commitments, whatever's involved with this. You know, what practical steps are you taking at the moment to move this on? So, yours is a really long one, Virgo. It's probably the longest one I've ever done. Let's have a look at your daily crystal. We have malachite. There you go. It's time to transform, Virgo. What more can we say to this? Fabulous reading. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a fabulous week. Thank you so much for watching. Love doing these for you all. Let's crack on and move on swiftly to Libra. Okay, Libra, let's shuffle the cards. Quick shuffle for Libra. Quick shuffle for Libra. And we're time stamping Libra at 25:31. Welcome, Libra, to your midweek energy check-in. Thank you for being here. Let's get on with your reading. This is for past, present and future energies and what they'd like you to embrace more of, followed by a daily crystal oracle card. Let's have a look first of all for your past energy. Oh, excuse me, itchy nose. Page of Wands, Libra. Present, you're sitting as the Five of Pentacles. Your future is the World card. Love that. Eight of Pentacles is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Okay, Page of Wands. Okay, so Page of Wands in your past energy. This is being very ambitious about something. This is taking on an idea and thinking, actually, do you know what? I'm going to have a crack at that. I love it. Really bit footloose and fancy free about it too. There's some sort of energy of having less weight on your shoulders. I like that. But it's giving you the energy of, well, let's have a go then. I know, I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to do it. We are in Sagittarius season. And so what Sagittarius influences on all of us, even if you don't have Sagittarius in your chart, is to get stuff done. That's the energy of Sagittarius. Now, the Five of Pentacles is how you're sitting at the moment. What's going on here, Libra? This feels like hard work. Financially being a bit pinched off, perhaps. A little bit, oh God. Perhaps you feel a bit left out in the cold. Whatever this Page of Wands was, it's proven to be a little bit hard work, perhaps. Maybe you feel like you've bitten off more than you can chew. Maybe there's a financial implication to this Page of Wands. However, what I'll say to this is don't focus on what you're not good at. Focus on what you are good at. Don't focus on what's not working out. Focusing on, you know, what you have got. This feels like you're trudging through treacle, yeah? This is looking at your positives rather than your negatives. Try and shift that mindset. It's a 5, so what that tells me is you're going through change, and change does always come and it can feel hard work. But you have the World card coming up with the energy, and it tells me like you get through that, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm through that. I'm over that energy now. I'm absolutely ready to embrace a new part, a new chapter. Because the World card is about endings. It's the final card in the major arcana, and the difference between the World card and the Death card is the World card is kind of like, it's in your timing. It's up to you when you do it. It's when you feel ready. Whereas the Death card is like, right, this has just got to stop now. This cannot go on any longer. This is your decision here. This is your energy going, do you know what? Actually, that I look back on now and it's really made me grow. So don't lose the negativity there for you, Libra. It's all good. Yeah, we always grow from change. And you're definitely growing here with the World card. This is embracing a new chapter, a new beginning. The Eight of Pentacles is what they want you to embrace more of. This is focusing on your own goals, because the Eight of Pentacles is the card of independent earning. It's the card of, you know, making sure that you have a goal that you really, really want to achieve financially too. And when we work for, so the difference of this card is it's your goal, nobody else's. So say for instance, I always liken this to my job. My job is 9 till 4, my everyday job. 4 o'clock comes, I'm like, I'm off. This is my Eight of Pentacles. I will work into the night. I work Saturdays and Sundays doing this, you know, and I can't wait to do it. So they want you to embrace more of what you want to do, Libra. What is your goal? That's what you need to do. Right, okay. Daily Crystal, what's the final, thank you, message for Libra? We have 2. We have Clear Quartz, which is about clarity of mind, get crystal clear on something. And we have Golden Healer, open the door That World card opens the door for you. Embracing change, embracing something new. So I hope you enjoyed that, Libra. Fabulous reading. Love it for you. Feel like you're going through some really exciting times at the moment. Let's crack on and move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Right, Scorpio. Let's see, for Scorpio, we're going to timestamp Scorpio at 30:23. Welcome, Scorpio, to your midweek energy check-in. Thanks for being here, as always. This is for your past, your present, your future energy cards, and also what they'd like you to embrace more of. Then we're going to finish with a daily crystal oracle. So, Ace of Swords is your past energy. Your present energy is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Cups is what the energy you're coming into. Oh my gosh. So far you can say you've got 3 aces or 3 ones. I will explain in a minute. I'm jumping ahead. 8 of Swords is what they'd like you to embrace more of. Ace of Swords, wow, is what your past energy. This is a bit of a Tadar moment going on. The swords are the mental suit, and this represents logic, truth, ideas, clarity of mind. Something's come in that's giving you that impetus to go, now I know where I need to put my focus, and I feel so much more focused on something. You know, maybe you have found out the truth of something and it's like made your mind up, and it gives you that purpose, if you like, that lovely clear-cut decision. You've got the Ten of Swords as how you're feeling at the moment. Yeah, it's hard work. There's something about you, maybe that Ace of Swords brought in a bit of a truth about somebody or something, and you do feel a little bit stabbed in the back. However, the Ten of Swords is the end of stressful times. This has put an end of stressful times for you, and I like that. Now, you may be feeling a little bit, I don't know, again, a bit hanging on to whatever's gone on in the past, but what I will say, because of the card you've got coming up, it was definitely a blessing in disguise, because you've got the Ten of Cups here that you're embracing here, the energy that you're moving into. This is being able to show your love, your affection, your gratitude to the loved ones around you, happy families, everybody's, sunshine and rainbows card. I really like that. It's very fluffy, very happy, and leading up to Christmas, isn't that just what you want as well? Everybody to feel like there's no going to be no arguments, no tensions. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. 8 of Swords is what they want you to embrace more of. Now, the 8 of Swords, you can see she feels trapped in her own thoughts. Swords again, mental suit. You do have 3 swords here. So you've been very much in your head here, Scorpio, I think. However, what they want you to embrace more of is feeling like, I don't know, are you self-sabotaging yourself? Are you putting hurdles in the way that aren't really there? Let's, try and get out of that. Look at the reality of a situation rather than overthinking something in your head, and stop talking yourself out of something, is what I'll say to that. Okay, let's finish with a daily crystal card, please and thank you. And I've got somebody tickling my ear. Oh, right, okay. We have pink opal. Be kind to yourself, Scorpio. Now, I hope that you can take the time to check out your individual zodiac sign readings, and I think that you'll find it says something similar there about healing yourself, taking time out, rest, relax, and repair. And it says be kind to yourself. Stop putting yourself through the mill, especially with that 8 of Swords. Love that for you. Hope you enjoyed that, Scorpio. And we're moving swiftly on to... Oh, I've got them up the wrong way. That's not a good idea. Who are we moving on to next? Of course it is. It's Sagittarius. The birthday suit. The birthday zodiac sign. Not birthday suit. Oh, I never know though. Sagittarius. Let's have a look. Right, okay. We're going to timestamp Sagittarius at 34:15. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your midweek energy check-in, and happy birthday. So I do hope you've checked out your birthday midweek, but not midweek birthday reading. Your bonus birthday reading is on the channel. Go and check that out. It's probably be in the birthday playlist if I've put it there. I hope I have. But it's there. Anyways, on the channel, ready for you. Let's get on. This is your past, your present, your future energies, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. So let's crack on with this for you, Sagittarius. 4 of Swords is your past energy. Oh my gosh, the world is how you're feeling at the moment. Love that. Oh, 2 of Wands, Sagittarius. Talk about getting in your own energy here. I love it. And 5 of Pentacles is what they want you to embrace more of. Okay, so the 4 of Wands. 4 of Swords, not 4 of Wands. Sorry, 4 of Swords. What you've done in the past is you've relaxed, repaired. And what this does is, you know, perhaps you've really taken some time out for yourself. I hope so. That's lovely to hear if you have. Because what that does is it gives you a clarity of mind. When we sleep better, everything goes into perspective a bit better. Maybe if you're meditating too, I can guarantee you, even just 10 minutes a day will put you into a calmer mindset. It calms the nervous system too. So there's something you've done. You've worked really hard. I love this. You've prioritized yourself, hopefully, and there's just a feeling of calmness about this. Maybe there was a decision to be made there because you've got the World card here. You're sitting here feeling, wow, right, okay, now I feel I can move on. I can look at something more positively. I can put everything that I've done in the past. Maybe you've outgrown something and you're feeling like, right, I'm ready now. I'm ready to embrace a new part of my life. This is Mango who's just walked in. This is my son's dog. She's gorgeous. But yeah, she might come for a tickle. She's come to say hello to you, Sagittarius, and wish you happy birthday. Anyway, getting on with your reading. Here we go. Say hello, Sagittarius. I'm Mango. Right, down you get. Good girl. Yes, so you are sitting now thinking, right, what can I do next? And I love it. It's like embracing a new change, a new you. Maybe you've outgrown something, somebody, but you are coming up as the 2 of Wands. So you're definitely looking at what else is out there for you. Now, this is a really exciting, nervous excitement here. She's got the world in her hands, but she's crouched down. It's like, oh, should I, shan't I, should I, shan't I, should I, shan't I? It's going to push you outside your comfort zone, but it's fun, it's embracing. It's like she's a jack in the box ready to just jump up and grab that opportunity. But it will push you outside your comfort zone a little bit there. 5 of Pentacles is what they want you to embrace more of. Now, the 5 of Pentacles is feeling of lack, feeling skint all the time, like, oh my God, I can't afford this, feeling like you're trudging through treacle. However, of course, they don't want you to embrace more of that. They want you to embrace more of what you're good at and focusing on what you're really good at. Financially, you know, change that mindset from a lack to a gratitude. I think that'll help with that 2 of Wands too. Anyway, let's finish on a daily crystal. What I will say about the 5 of Pentacles too, I knew there was something else. This is why. Is what they want you to embrace more of is if you need a bit of financial assistance, then you need to be asking for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Don't sit and think you're on your own with it. It's very important. There's lots and lots and lots of help out there. Okay. Comes Bella now. I can hear her. Is she going to open the door for Mango? They work as a team. Oh, you've got black tourmaline. It says protect your energy. Protect your energy. Now, what that means is, especially when you're in the energy of being positive and go grab it, some people will just put the dampers on it, won't they? They'll just go, oh, are you really thinking of that? Well, have you thought about X, Y, Z? So protect your energy, Sagittarius. I have tourmaline actually upstairs next to my bed. Yeah, just bear that in mind, especially with that 5 of Pentacles. Don't let them bring you down, yeah? Okay, right, let's move on. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you had a fabulous birthday, or having a fabulous birthday, or about to have one. Right, Capricorn, let's get on with your reading. So let's quick shuffle before we embrace Capricorns. Quick mic check. Okay, let's get on with this. So we're timestamping Capricorn at 39:22. Welcome, Capricorn, to your midweek energy check-in. Thank you as always for being here. This is your past, your present and your future energy, and a card of what they would like you to embrace more of. We're also going to pop in a daily crystal card for a final message. Let's have a look. So one more shuffle for Capricorn. Thank you, and go. Page of Pentacles is your past energy. Your current energy is you. You've just turned up in your own reading that puts you in a position of power of strength, is the Devil. The Seven of Pentacles is your, oh, you've got that in your zodiac reading, actually, your individual zodiac reading too. The Seven of Pentacles was in your subconscious. Now it's in your future energy. I like that. What they want you to embrace more of, Ace of Pentacles. Capricorn, your readings just lately, honestly, are just going from strength to strength. Knight of Pentacles is what you're just coming out of. You've taken some time and commitments to something, to a project, and you've stuck at it. And whether that meant you had to learn something new, but you've decided, right, no, this is something about a long-term commitment to something, and you've rolled your sleeves up and thought, yeah, let's take a crack at this. I'm going to have a go at this. And you've been willing to, as I say, even learn, go on courses or just research something. The Devil is you at the moment, and I just feel like you're sitting feeling very comfortable in your own skin, which is lovely. If it's not how you're feeling, it can mean the exact opposite with the Devil energy. It can mean that perhaps you're feeling like you're not mixing with people that are doing you any favors. You know, they can be quite toxic. Perhaps you're in a situation where you're feeling like you're tied to somebody or something out of loyalty, not out of love. But I think we're going to do a clarifier on that. I'd like to see which way that goes. I just think you're sitting, feeling yourself, Capricorn, because you haven't been yourself for a while, and now things are just falling into place. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is what's coming up for you, and this is you expanding on what you already have done very, very well. You can see she's got her pentacles all grown beautifully there. She's watered them, she's nurtured them, she's weeded her garden. You know, she's made sure that she's made this work. Now, this can represent its pentacles, its money, its work issues, work projects. And now she's deciding, like, oh, actually, you know, she's got a little seedling in her hand there, and she's watering that and thinking, I wonder if I can do it again. I've been really good at it here. I might do something else new. And it's like, oh, a bit of a reassessing time. And I like this for you. What else was I going to say about this? I was going to say, yeah, I can liken it to whatever you've done here, you're doing again. So it's a bit like, I don't know, I'm not saying you're opening up franchises, but you're branching out onto something new and growing. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, what they want you to embrace more of. Wow, who wouldn't want that? This is financial new beginnings. Looking at it, actually looking and accepting that perhaps there is something bigger and better for you there. But as I said, we are going to clarify that Devil. Let's see. Especially if, with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe you are going to go in partnership with somebody and they're offering you some sort of tangible, what do I want to say, tangible help with it. You know, this is like an offer of a contract, something that's new that's coming in. Embrace more of that. Don't think you're alone doing this, Capricorn. Let's have a look. Nine of Swords as what you're sitting at the moment. Maybe there is something that's whirring around in your head like a washing machine. Maybe there is a decision to be made about whether you stick with who you know and what you know, but it's not really serving you, or you move on to that Seven of Pentacles. Well, you are moving on to that Seven of Pentacles. That's your future energy, but at least you're considering it. Here, I feel like you feel a bit stuck. And it's like, oh my gosh, what have I got to do next? What now? Stick a pin in me, I'm done. Does that make sense, Capricorn? Anyway, let's finish on your daily crystal message. Why not? We'll have 3. Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. I think we all need to do that. Appetite, get out of your comfort zone. And then we have Aventurine, create your own luck. Lovely. I love those messages for you, Capricorn. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you, as always, for your love and support, especially of this. Everybody seems to like this midweek energy check-in, but not as much as me, because I love doing them. Right, okay, let's crack on with Aquarius now. And we're time stamping Aquarius for the next reading. Please and thank you. Can't believe my mic's holding out. Oh, I can believe it. I can believe it. Let's not put that out there, hey. Aquarius. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got the Empress out for Aquarius. I need to put that back in there. We haven't time stamped it, but if she comes out again, she does. Okay, Aquarius, we're time stamping you at 45:07. So welcome, Aquarius, to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energies and what they'd like you to embrace more of. And then we're going to finish with a daily crystal oracle card. So what's the focus? Now, what I will say, in your pre-shuffle, the Empress popped out, and I'm pretty sure. Was the Empress in your reading? Yeah, by the way, don't forget to check out your dailies, not your daily, your weekly zodiac reading for this week. Right, focus for Aquarius is the Nine of Cups. Actually, your reading this week was all about taking a step back, taking your foot off the gas. Okay, Page of Wands is your present energy. Love that. Ten of Swords is what's coming up for you. What they would like you to embrace more of is the Magician. I'm pretty sure the Magician was your focus for this week, so please go and check that out. Nine of Cups is what you're just moving out of. I like this. This is you finally feeling that you've got what you've wished for. Now, I'm not saying that's like money or it's a relationship. It's like, oh, I've got the best relationship, but just feeling content and embracing life and feeling grateful. I like this. This is a lovely energy. The Page of Wands, sorry, is how you're feeling at the moment. And because you're feeling grateful, you've done maybe a bit of work here, in as much as you're practicing gratitude. Something's happened that makes you feel, I don't know, just a little bit more excited about life, relationships and friendships even. Because you've got the Page of Wands, and this is a card of like, oh, actually, maybe I can do this. It's a very entrepreneurial, very ambitious card. And it's like, well, do you know what? I'm going to have a crack at it. It's like, well, what have we got to lose? There's a lovely footloose, fancy-free energy about you, Aquarius. I love it. Ten of Swords is what's coming up for you, the energy coming up for you. This is you leaving behind any stressful times. This is you letting go of anything that anybody, anything that felt like you've been stabbed in the back. I love this. This is you really becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, maybe you, here with this Page of Wands, you're deciding to have a go at something that would take you outside your comfort zone, but gets you out of this rut, perhaps, that you've been tied to the same people, the same situations for a while, but out of loyalty, maybe. Not because you're enjoying it. I don't know. But the Ten of Swords is like, it may feel coming up hard work. It might feel that you've been stabbed in the back, but it's actually going to be a blessing in disguise. This is also called the Blessing in Disguise card because in numerology, it goes back to a 1. So it gives you the opportunity to start something new. And with that Page of Wands, I absolutely love it. Now, the Magician is what they want you to embrace more of. The Magician is, look at what you really want. What are you manifesting? Are you doing anything about it? I think you clearly are with the Page of Wands here. So well done. The Magician is a major arcana, and he holds all of the 4 aces up his sleeve, so to speak. You know, he knows that he can pull that and use that tool to his benefit. So look at what you're really good at, Aquarius. What do you really want? You know you can do it. Get that. Well, we're in Sagittarius season, aren't we? And what I'll say about Sagittarius season, even if you don't have Sagittarius in your chart, what it does is encourage us to get stuff done. Right, Daily Crystal. Let's see, what's the final message? Please and thank you for Aquarius. We have turquoise. It does say prioritise your health. Now, I don't do health readings. In fact, they're illegal in the UK. Nobody should be doing them. But what this, I would say, with this Ten of Swords, this is mental turmoil, if you like. Prioritise your mental health is what I'll say here. You know, again, your zodiac reading was take a step back a little bit. Yet life goes on without you, Aquarius. People will cope. Just take a step back as well. Bit of rest, relaxation, and repair, which is a bit of a, I know, I've just said here with the Page of Wands, you're feeling very like, well, let's just give it a go. But I do feel like even though that's a fiery energy, it feels quite a relaxing energy at the same time. It's like you're not worried so much about something. So I hope that resonates for you. Let me know if it does. Thank you for all your lovely comments and support. And we're moving on to Pisces to finish the midweek energy readings. Right, let's get on with this. Quick shuffle for Pisces. We're timestamping you at 50:05. So welcome Pisces to your midweek energy check-in reading. Let's see how this is going to be for you. This is your past, your present, your future energies, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. And then we're going to finish with a daily crystal message for you. Don't forget to check out your individual zodiac sign for this week too, Pisces. Right, let's have a look. Pisces was all about making a decision this week, so go and check that out. Right, okay. Your past energy, is the Knight of Wands. Your current energy is the Page of Swords. Your future energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we're gone from one extreme to the other here, Pisces. And then Eight of Pentacles, what they want you to embrace more of. Knight of Wands, this is you grabbing an idea and going, do you know what? I'm gonna crack on with that. I am definitely gonna give that a go. She's given that baton, if you like, as a challenge, and she's like, yeah, just watch me, I'm gonna win the race. A very determined, very quick energy, jumping on something that you're enjoying, and yeah, and because you're enjoying it, it's great fun and you want to do it, and it's successful too. So it's having that real fire in your belly about something, Pisces. How you're sitting at the moment is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords, I don't know if you're waiting for some more information to come in about this Knight of Wands before you move or progress anything, because the Page of Swords is the card of curiosity and investigating things, getting your own research done. You might be in a stage of thinking, right, okay, I've progressed this now I need to, I don't know, look at some market research about it, look at how I can promote it more, get some, this is that kind of energy, getting some information for yourself. Yeah, don't take anybody else's word for it, you do it yourself. The Knight of Pentacles is what you're moving into. This is why I say you've gone from one extreme to the other. This is all systems go, this is all systems stop. The Knight of Pentacles, though, is slow and steady wins the race. So you're coming into maybe some information here is making you put the reins on something, but in a good way, because it's like, right, okay, that bit is over. Now I need to look at the long-term plans of this. I need to be, before I go forward anymore, I need to do some back work in the background first, and then I can progress again. It's a very stop-start energy, but I don't think it's bad, because they want you to embrace more of the Eight of Pentacles. This is keep focused on your goal, Pisces, yeah? This here, at the same time, they still want you to, even though you're going into a period of reflection perhaps, and a little bit of, let's just put some more plans in place first, they still want you to keep the impetus on what your goal is, because this is your goal. This is your exciting goal. I always liken this card to, and you probably get fed up with me saying the same thing, but it puts it into perspective. So I have a full-time job during the day, 9 till 4, 4 o'clock comes, I'm off. This is my other job, but this is my goal. I will work into the night for my tarot. I will work, as I do, Saturdays and Sundays. They want you to keep focused on your goal, Pisces. Yeah, this is why you're doing this. So it might feel like the brakes have gone on a little bit, but there's a reason for it. Then I think it will then go forward again. Let's have a look at your daily crystal message. We have Jade. It says be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. I don't know if you fell out with somebody, or there's something going on at work. Maybe you've made a mistake and you think, oh God, crap, I really need to say something there. Be the bigger. Just put your hand up to it. You know what? Get it off your energy. Get it out. Yep. And then move on. That's what makes me feel like. Anyway, have a fabulous week. Thank you so much for watching this. As I say, don't forget to check out your individual zodiac sign, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the end. Wow. Perfect. I love doing these. Take care, Pisces.